Hello friends and welcome to Nerdy Glasses. This is Sharpie and today we're playing a little bit of Banished. I've played this a few times before. I haven't played it in a while. It can be a pretty fun game. We'll see if we can play a little bit here and try not to kill everyone. Just make sure that we have everything set up here as, let's let everyone see my settings. Get a more appropriate name here. Disasters. Okay, I like to do hard starting conditions because otherwise if you start with an easy condition, they determine where you go. You don't determine where you build your barn and your stockpile and all that, and lots of times it's not built in the best area, so I like to use hard. Also it makes it a little bit more challenging. We'll start with disasters off this time, and large size so we have plenty room rather to build our crop farms and that type of thing. Alright, it's loading the game here. I'm not sure if this game's had any recent updates. Played it for, seems like a couple years, and can be really a lot of fun. Alright, first thing we want to do is let's pause the game. Let's get our interfaces set up. Okay, so this tells us what our players are assigned to do. This is our status window. This gives us the current seasons and our stats of the game, a little mini map. And this puts a cap on how many of each of these types of items you can have in your stockpile. Alright, so it looks like we're actually starting out in a pretty good area here. Nice flat area near some water. It's a shame that this is closed up right here, but we can build a bridge here and bring this land over here accessible after we've got a little time in the game. First thing we want to do is to let's start harvesting some resources. You have to excuse me every now and then. I'm actually hitting the mute button to cough. I don't want to cough in everyone's ear. Okay, so we've got 8 laborers. So let's assign 2 builders, and let's instantly get a let's get a gatherer's hut going here. Let's see, where's gatherer's hut? There it is. Okay, so this is a hill, but this is an area that can walk all the way through that. We would actually want to, tell you what, I like to build a forestry lodge, which kind of designates an area for trees to grow. And then within that same circle you put your crop people, I'm sorry, not crop people, your hunting cabin and gathering hut and things like that, and it's really just an area where you're not designating any places to build houses. Our houses will go over in this area. Let's see, so how do I let me get in here and look and see. Let's look at inputs here. Okay, R and T is my rotate buttons. Okay, so get a timer going here so I don't go too long. Okay, so we're going to get forester hut going. There we go, forester lodge. There we go. Those little arrows mark where the road goes. Let's put him right there. That's where our forester hut's going to go, but I don't want any builders focusing on that just yet. Because if we do, we're going to starve to death. We want them to really focus on getting us a gatherer's hut going. Because that produces food during all periods of the year. And at all times. So now let's get the game going on slow speed. Alright. Okay, so we've got that going. Let's get a barn going, a storage barn. This is really just for food. I want to put it right here, but I want to leave a space for a road to the right of it. So I'll put that there. Let me assign a couple more these folks here. And they'll also clear up some of these resources as they go. Need to set up a stockpile. Also going to leave room for a road between our barn and our stockpile. So that is that. Now we're going to have our first road here. Let's put him right there. Alright. It's unfortunate this is a little bit further away than I wanted it to be, but we also don't want it to encroach over here where we might build some houses. So now we don't want them to be out in the winter weather when winter gets here. It's currently spring, so they need to get some shelter. As you can see, we have no logs right now. We've got 100 firewood. We've got 1,200 food, which is stored right here. The purpose of this first building right here is to get a source of food. And then we've got a stockpile to store non-food items, and then a barn to store food items. Let's go ahead and designate this road right here. Okay, good. So it could go all the way over there. Let's go ahead and build that right to there. Now let's build a shelter that is large, but it will, this boarding house, I like to build it first. Might as well build it right there. Okay, now we've got quite a lot of building going on. We've got one food source. We've got, this is on pause, they can't build that. They're going to build the gatherer's hut. Our stockpile's built. Our storage barn is being built. And our boarding house. Okay. Another good thing to start building is a hunting cabin. Let's go ahead and earmark a spot for that, but we will go ahead and disable it as soon as we set it out here so that they don't start with that. Okay, I want to pause that. Okay, now let's speed it up. See if we can get a little progress going. Alright, I'm going to speed it up a little more. It tells us our reserve of logs is low. You can tell them to clear an entire area. By doing this right here. If you do too much of that, they'll get bogged down in there, and then other more important things are not getting built in time. This right here, we do need 12 stones. If we don't have 12 stones, that's not going to get built. According to this right here, we have 6 stones. So they should pull from there. Okay, and some laborer did just take that from there. It's taking it over here to build this. Our gatherer's hut. As soon as we have a gatherer's hut built, this number right here will increase to tell you how many people you could assign to the gatherer's hut. And then we will assign some people there so that we have a steady supply of food. Notice our food started at 1,200. It's already going down. We're still in the springtime. We want this number, if this goes to 0, then they're going to start dying out like flies. And that's not good. So we really need this to be built. Okay, we almost have all of our materials. Once they get all their materials here, they've removed all the debris and everything that's in the build site. They've brought 30 logs there, some of which came from when this was cleared. we've got 12 stones here, and now the builders, our 3 builders, are going to start building the building, and then we will come over here under Gatherer's Hut. This number will come up, and then we'll assign some gatherers to it, and then we'll have a food source starting. Okay, that was pretty quick. Let's slow things down just a little bit before we get too carried away. Okay, I'm going to assign, of these laborers, I'm just going to go ahead and assign 4 people to gatherer. Let's cut that back to 2. Now the only thing they should be building is this, which is our boarding house, which houses many people at once, and our barn. Okay, we're going to have some stones. I told them to clear this area. Looks as if they've cleared it. We have no logs. Let's clear. We don't want any iron right now. Let's tell them to get some stone. Okay, we're telling them to clear stone, just the stone. And I did that by clicking here under removal and destruction tools, and then I chose stone. Alright, and we've got 4 gatherers going. Let's keep an eye here on our food. We've got adequate firewood. We are going to need to... We can't cut firewood at all right now because we don't have a wood cutter. We put that out right here. This gentleman right here is our wood cutter. Put him there. Let's pause that for now. Let's put a road there. Reserve of logs is low, yes. Alright. Okay, so that, we've got our materials. This right here we need them to focus on. That needs to be built. We are doing pretty good though. Need to get some more stone. I think we can speed things up a little bit now. Okay. Everyone's homeless. Every single person is homeless. We need some stone. Let's make sure we are focused on getting stone. Get all that stone, please. We need everyone focusing on getting stone. Notice our food. It's still going down even though we have 4 people assigned to the Gatherer's Hut. Probably would not. Now this right here is where you can make a mistake. If I turn too many of these on, I've put down where the Forester Lodge is going to go, I've put down where the hunting cabin is going to go, I've put where the Gatherer's Hut's going to go. If I just turn them all on right now, then the work is diluted and we don't get anything accomplished and then everyone dies. Notice our food has gone up. That's a very good sign. That makes me feel better. I don't know if 100 firewood is adequate for winter time. So we really don't have any logs right now. Let's harvest some more trees. We need trees cut down. We're also going to need a blacksmith. That's one thing in this game that gets away pretty quickly is the making of new tools. And you don't want to run out of tools. We've only got 10. So how are we doing here? Okay, good. We just need some logs for our boarding house. Okay, there's a way to increase the priority of the build. Let's see. Right here, increase priority. Telling these people, get this built. That's what I'm basically saying there. Let's assign another builder. Get those logs over there, let's get that built. Then we can start turning on some other things. Notice the only thing we can assign folks to right now, work assignments, is gatherer and builder. So we need 12 more logs and then we're ready to build. I don't know what these people are doing milling around out here. I guess gathering some stone. We've got 52 stone. See, if I told them to just gather all the stone, then they'd stop doing everything until all the stone was gathered. Then we've got an abundance of stone, but again, the clock's ticking loudly in the background here. And things need to be done in a certain order, or again, and with a certain priority, or again, people will die. And we're just trying to manage that properly. It's our job to manage the efforts of our people here. Alright, I'm not seeing any new logs coming in here. Let's tell them to just harvest some trees, please. Focus on harvesting the trees. Okay, we're almost in autumn. We're doing really good on our food. I'm glad to see that. Doing great on our food. Tools are getting a little bit low. Okay, our builders are starting to work on our boarding house. Let's go ahead and gather some of this iron. I'm going to go ahead and be aggressive and cut that on. Alright, we're gathering iron. We're gathering some more of these trees here. We've got our gatherer's hut going. We've got our storage barn built. Here are some of the things that our gatherer's hut has brought to our storage building. Excellent. So we'll have a decent... We've got more food now than we started with. We've got 42 stored logs. We've got 78 stored stone. We haven't picked up any iron yet, although I have ordered the harvesting of this iron right here. We've still just got 100 firewood. No one's used any firewood yet because we don't have a dwelling yet. If it's winter time and there's no dwelling, everybody's going to die. And then our game's over. And if you see right here, we've got 10 adults, no students, because we don't have a school. We've got 2 children, so 2 children have been born already. Alright, excellent. Alright, so now we have homes for our people. Alright, excellent, very good. Alright, this will be a good stopping point for this first video, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a lot of work to do here with Banished. This is a really fun game, and I hope you join us next time when we will finish building our hunting cabin, our forester lodge, our blacksmith, our woodcutter. This isn't, people are not going to be really thrilled with this forever, this boarding house. We can put some fishing huts down here, build out a little town, quarries, and mines. So tons of fun. Thanks, guys, for joining. Thank you for joining your hit subscribe and the like button if you like this content. I plan to play some more Banished, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.